everyone, it's Candidly Elyse. Today I'm going to be talking about my favorite 10 products from the drugstore under $10. I do have a little bonus in there for you as well that I'm going to mention, but before we get started, I just want to say that all of the products that I mention are going to be down below in the description bar. You could probably find them right down there once you're done watching, and all the links are going to be down there for you guys to find these products. A lot of these are oldies but goodies and things that I feel that are worth buying when you go to the drugstore. Some people don't like spending a lot of money on makeup. One of my best friends, actually, she always tells me, I hate spending money on makeup. I don't know how you buy all this makeup and spend money on it. It's the last thing I want to spend my money on. So I get her. I understand her. But I also want to mention these products because, you know, there's some people that don't want to, like I said, spend a lot of money. So let's get started. The first thing that I want to mention today is this Real Techniques complexion sponge. It looks like this. What I like to do with this is I wet it, I rinse it out really well to get all the water out, and then it's going to be damp. What I like to do is I like to take my finger, apply my foundation just like in a dot motion, you know, like on my cheeks, chin, nose, the areas that I want to cover with foundation, and then I go in with a sponge and I just kind of dab it out really good and blend it out. This thing is perfect. It works like a charm. I can't compare it to a beauty blender, but what I would like to say is that this one, it's the only thing I've used as far as a sponge goes, and it works super good for the price. Under $5, can't beat it. The next thing that I want to mention is this Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser by Maybelline. It looks like this. It's to control your oil and to cover your pores. So basically what you do is you apply just a little, I'm going to show you guys right now, just a little dime size. This might even be a little too much. You apply a little dime size like this, and you basically just kind of, where I have the most pores is right here, like on my cheeks and a little down the bridge of my nose. I have a little pores. I like to just kind of blend it in a patting motion, just kind of like this. I have a full face of makeup on right now, so I'm not gonna like put it on. But what I like to do is just dab it into my skin and then apply my foundation over it. It's a silicone base. It basically smooths out your skin. So what I like to do is, like I said, use it before you apply foundation. I think it's so funny. I brought it up to my mom once. I was like, you should buy this, you know, I think I actually used it on her once when I was doing her makeup before she was going out. I applied it onto her skin. She's like, Elyse, it made me look so young. So we were at Target once and she's like, where's that stuff you used on me? I really like the way it made my skin feel. So I feel like it's good for all age ranges. It's not just for young people. It's good for mature skin as well. She really liked it. She really liked the coverage on her pores. This product actually runs for between $3.79 and $5. I never understand that. Like, some drugstores you can find the product for $3 and then you go to Ulta or like Walgreens and it's like $5. It works really well. I recommend it. So the next product has to do with brows. I do have a full set, like, thick brows. I don't have to really do much with them. I do get them threaded versus waxing. It's just my preference. I know people are like, whoa, that really hurts. But to be honest, I'm so used to it. I've been getting it done since I was very young that it doesn't bother me anymore. I do get a little redness and puffiness, but that it goes away. And they also put like a little cooling gel over it, so it kind of goes down really, really quick. I do want to mention the City Color Bold Brow Powder. And mine is in the color medium dark. I'll open it up and show you guys what it looks like inside. So there's two colors. There's like a lighter color here and then the darker brow color here. It did come with two angled brushes that I just tossed because honestly they were so little, like I felt ridiculous trying to put it on. It reminded me of like those Bonnie Bell little like makeup kits that I had as a kid. They would come with like the smallest little thing to like, use on your face, those little applicators, it almost looked like that, so I just tossed it because every time I opened it, they would fall out anyway. So I was like, I'm just gonna use my own brush to apply this with. It does run for about $7 on Amazon. I also saw it for $2.99 on their actual website, so the City Color website. They're very easy to apply. They go on smooth. They're very pigmented, so go in with a light hand. I wouldn't recommend going really strong unless your brows are super light and you want that bold look. But for me, this, I feel I could have even gone maybe a shade lighter with this because my brows are already dark. If you do live in a city where you have, I'm just pointing today, point, I'm sorry. If you do live in a city where you have, or in a state that has a store called Five Below, you can, that's actually where I found this, and it was under $3. You can find City Color products there. That's where I found this one. So I would highly recommend it. If you're on a budget and you're looking for something under, you know, under $10, this would be your best bet. Like, it's really, really good. It's also cruelty free for those who don't like, products that are tested on animals. Cruelty free right here for you, baby. So moving on to concealer, I want to mention this LA Girl HD Pro Concealer here. And when you hear HD, at first I was like, what does that mean? Like high definition. So for people who photograph or take pictures and don't want like every single nook and cranny to come out in the pictures, a lot of these companies now are making their products HD. That just means that you're gonna get a crisp look when you apply the makeup. It's more for coverage. This product right here, it actually has a like brush applicator tip. And what I like about the brush applicator tip is that you don't have to use your fingers. You're not gonna get, you know, one thing I really hate is like when I'm applying makeup, and I don't like my nails to be really long. It's just my personal preference. Like, I think from working in healthcare, they never liked long nails, so I just got really used to having my nails at a certain length that when they get long, it like really irks me. I'm like, oh, I don't like long nails. I mean, other people like it, and that's fine, but for me, it's just my personal preference. This concealer has a lot of coverage. It's crease resistant and blends really, really well. You can find it at Walgreens.com, and it's $2.99. And it also has been compared to MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, that's a big deal. Like, MAC Pro Longwear, like if you want coverage, if you want to get rid of those circles, that is your best bet, like for high end. So for this being $2.99 and being compared to that, you're not missing out on that MAC high end. Like, you could just go onto your drugstore and pick this little bad boy up. So moving on to mascara, I don't really wear a ton of false lashes. I don't have any on now. I think in like maybe my previous, I have 2 videos that are up, and I do have false lashes on, but I normally on a daily basis, I don't wear them. It takes time for me to apply them, so it's not something that I'm gonna throw on in the morning to go to work, because it does take a few minutes for me to get them exactly where I want them, and it's time consuming, and it's not for everyone. Talking about mascara, I just wanted to mention this Miss Mango Rock Voluminous Waterproof Mascara. It looks like this. It's got a spiky rubber applicator that looks like this. I bought mine in the shade Blackest Black. Yes, I want that dramatic eye 24/7. The eyeliner mascara, it just puts the finishing touches on it. You can find this mascara at any drugstore. It runs between $6.99 and $7.99. I'll link it down below. It is waterproof. I have used it and cried and it didn't budge, so it's a good buy from the drugstore. I would highly recommend this L'Oreal Miss Mango Rock mascara. So when it comes to blush, I am a blush junkie. I wanted to mention this Milani Rose Powder Blush. It looks like this. And it's in the shade 01 Romantic Rose. It looks so beautiful. I think I'm a blush junkie for like that mauve-y natural finish. Totally love it. You can find it at any drugstore. If you live in a city where you have a Meijer, they also sell it at Meijer. It runs between $7.50 and $7.99. So a lot of the times I like to apply a base on my eyelids before I apply any shadow. I wanted to find one from the drugstore that would equally work as well as the high end. So I found this Maybelline 24-hour color tattoo metal in the shade Barely Branded. The packaging looks like this. Like I said, you could use it as a base. It is in like the taupey color range. To me, it's more of like a cream color, but when I looked it up online, they did categorize it under taupe. So, which is fine. I do feel it's more creamy. They don't crease, which is a really, really good thing. They do run between, again, $5.99 some places, between like $5.49 and $7. I found mine at Target for $5.49. They also sell them online. I'll link them down below. When I think about bronzers, like I think J-Lo, Beyonce, myself. I really, really love bronzing, and I have tried several different bronzers from the drugstore. There's one that's from Milani that I didn't want to show in this video because the packaging is so janky. Like, you guys would be like, whoa girl, that bronzer has been through the ringer. Why are you even showing us that janky package? I'll link it down below just because I do love that one as well. But the one that I wanted to mention was this NYC Smooth Skin Bronzing Face Powder in the shade Sunny. It looks like this. The inside looks like this. What I like about this bronzer is that it's a matte bronzer, so there's no shimmer, and it's really good to contour with. So it goes on smooth. You can't find it at the drugstore. It ranges between $3 and $5 in different places. So accessible, so easy to find, and it's a goodie. Like, for the price, you can't beat it. I wanted to mention an eyeshadow today. I'm actually wearing it right now on my lids. These shadows are from Milani. The texture is really, really soft, really, really velvety going on. The best way that I apply these shadows would be with my finger. If you want that really intense color on your lid, your fingers are your best friends. That will get your shadow super pigmented on your lid. Like, when you use your finger, it's your best friend. These eyeshadows range between $3.99 and like $4.50. You could find these eyeshadows at any drugstore, and they're super accessible, super affordable, and so small and cute. So the last thing I want to mention is a lip product. It's from the Revlon Color Burst Matte Balm line. This is in the shade Sultry. It looks like this. They are infused with a triple butter complex of shea butter. So they're very, very smooth, easy to apply, and they don't even feel like a true matte. Like I said in my previous video, the last thing you want is crackly looking lips when you apply a matte. There's ways to avoid that, of course, with, you know, adding an exfoliator on your lips before applying certain things if you do suffer from dry lips. And of course, around this time, who doesn't have dry lips? I'm like constantly putting chapstick on because in the Midwest, it's warm. You're running your heat and your skin is suffering. So, you know, these run between like $6 and $7. You could find them at any drugstore, and this color is one of my favorites, Sultry. There's no sharpening necessary. It almost looks like a crayon. You just twist up, Buttercup, and there you go. You got it right here in your hand. No need to carry around a sharpener or you're like at the very end and you're like, you know how like when you have like a lip liner and like you're like at the very end of it, but you're still trying to use it because you don't have a sharpener and it's all like rough and jagged on your lips. That's not gonna happen with this. They range between $6.50 to like maybe $7, $8, I wanna say. If you don't like scent, you're probably not gonna like this because it does have a minty scent to it. Go and get one. So the bonus that I want to mention today is this Pixi Endless Brow Gel. And I love Pixi. Like, I just feel like the creators over at Pixi, I just love their packaging. I am a sucker for packaging. Like, I just love it. It's so sleek, so cute. Mine is in the shade Deep. This is really good for filling in sparse areas. It does run for $11. It's a good product, and it's got a gel consistency, so it keeps all of the unruly, crazy hairs in place. My brows tend to do that. This product actually has vitamin C and E in it, so I want to say that, you know, it's a healthy product to use on your brows. That's all I have for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Everything I mentioned will be down below in the description bar. Let me know what you guys are loving that's under $10 from the drugstore. I would love to know. You can mention it down below in the comments, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!